Hello and welcome to the Pastor Study. We are at 2 Samuel chapter 12, and the last thing that we saw was David and his sin with Bathsheba and the consequences of that sin and God's perspective on that, and considering and calling it evil. And a period of time goes by, and there's many scholars that believe about a year has gone by. And here is an important thing for us to understand. The Lord sends Nathan to bring about a confrontation with David. This isn't just some idea that Nathan came up with. It's not rumors that Nathan knew about and so he confronted David with them. This is a message from God himself. And Nathan comes in and he begins to describe to King David a scenario where there's this rich individual who had much wealth, lots of things, lots of animals, lots of sheep, and then one poor little man who had nothing but one little tiny lamb, a ewe lamb it's called. This poor guy, he describes, this lamb lived with him. It was like his child. And so there was a traveler who comes through, and the rich guy decides, I'm going to serve this man a meal. But rather than taking from his great wealth and taking one of his lambs, he goes over and gets this one little ewe lamb from this poor individual. And he has that prepared. And we need to see David's response to this story. Verse 5 of 2 Samuel 12 says this: David's anger burned greatly against the man. And he said to David, As the Lord lives, surely the man has done this deserves to die. He must make restitution for the lamb fourfold, because he did such a thing with no compassion. Isn't it interesting that David could see the sin of someone else, but he never saw his own? We can become blinded to our own sins. And we do well to listen when a friend comes to confront us. It is never an easy thing to confront a friend. And Nathan replies to David, You are the man. And I'm going to stop with that, because Nathan says, this story is about you, David. You're the one who has taken from a poor little individual. Ask God to open up your eyes so that you will see your own sin. And when somebody comes and tries to point out your sins, to try to help you, and I don't even think that everything in life is necessarily a sin. It's just maybe something that wasn't handled well or properly. Be open to hearing from them. Consider that till next time. Goodbye, and may God bless.